Hello everyone. Hello. I'm hoping that we're live now, and I'm just double checking on the settings and that you can see me. Yay. Okay. Let me just move this around so that we can see what's going on. Sorry we're late, guys. I had a little bit of a nightmare in that my software for streaming decided to crash on me. So let me just bring the microphone closer so that you can hopefully hear me okay. I don't want it in the screen so much, but hopefully you can hear everything. So I'm just going to see if everything's working. I've not quite worked out how to make sure that everything's linked up with when I've scheduled. So I hope you guys can find me. Oh, let me turn down that because we don't need to hear that, whatever that is. Oh, it looks like we're there, I think. Yay. Right. So, turn my noise down. So I hope you guys find me because, like I say, I don't think it's linking up with the scheduled posts. It's just doing its own thing. So I need to do a little bit of a work on that because, like I say, it should really work with the schedule, but we'll see. So we are live now on Facebook and on YouTube, which is great. And I'm going to try and make this, she says, famous last words, fairly quick one, although we're already 10 minutes in, which is totally my fault. So I'm hoping that we're going to be able to do you a quick card today. So I've got lots of things to do this afternoon, one of which is working on some designs for the new release. So we want to be able to I want to be able to spend some time on that as well. So and I've also got to go to HQ today, and I've got lots of things to do at HQ, some orders to pack, and various other things that need to be done. So yeah, I'm feeling that my webcam is probably not capturing. It's just capturing background rather than me. I'll just try and move it a little bit so that you can see me and not just my background. Okay, so I've got a few bits out in front of me here because what I wanted to show you today is I am still thinking Valentine's, and you can see a little bit of my I just realised you can see my camera, but that's okay, you don't mind that, do you? So yeah, I am still thinking Valentine's, and you may have seen on our website banner that we are having a sale this weekend. So we're having a Valentine's sale running between the 12th and the 14th. So it will start at 8 a.m. on the 12th, finish at midnight on the 14th. And there will be selected items available at a very special sale price to celebrate the weekend of love that's coming. So yeah, and it's there will be also there will be an Instagram hop and a blog hop for you to be inspired by as well. So we're making a bit of an event of it this weekend. It's going to be really nice, and I thought to kick that off a little bit, I will do a project today using some of the items that you might find in the sale and mix it with some of the newer stuff as well, because I haven't had a chance to play with all of that either. So, yeah, I had a couple of ideas in mind. Again, nothing too firm, but like I say, I want to keep things quite simple today. I love this XOXO die, so I am thinking I'm going to use this, and I might use this on some coloured cardstock, but add some inks to that. Obviously, our Smitten Kittens is perfect for Valentine's Day, and I'm hoping that I might be able to use that. But I also pulled out the Hogs and Kisses, which is one that I've not used for ages. And I do think this is a super cute set, and I do think that that would be a really nice one. This one will also be in the sale. Hello guys that are joining us. It's really lovely to see you. I'm just see if I can see you guys on any comments on Facebook, because I'm not seeing any. Oops, sorry, I'm just having a quick look on my phone because I can see your comments on here. So hello guys, I can see you on here. For some reason my my chat on let me just move it to multi-stream and then I can probably see it. I don't know why that's not working. I'm having some issues with this morning, and it worked perfectly fine the other day, and now it doesn't seem to be. Good morning from South, is that New Jersey? Hello there, I'm really pleased you could see us. Oh, now it's refreshed, excellent. So I can now see some of your comments, which is great. Julie says she was waiting on YouTube, but it hadn't gone live. Glad you can join in here. So it had gone live on YouTube, but I was just late. Anyway, I'm here now and I can see your comments, so that's good. So we can get started. Right, let's move on. I also grabbed this Be Kind, Be You set because there's some really lovely sentiments in here. There's the little love hearts stamp, which is really, really cute. Hugs enclosed, I miss your face. Some really lovely sentiments in this one. But I'm not quite sure how I'm going to use that at the moment. I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do just yet. I've not fully decided. I pulled out the Love You Lots die, which won't be in the sale, but is something that I've not used yet. So I really wanted to use that. And then I've also pulled out the Small Hearts XOXO frame, which again is another one I've not used for ages. But it has got this cute little scalloped heart shape and also this frame, which I think are really, really cute. And they can sit on top of each other, so that you have like a little scallop outline to your heart, which is very, very sweet. So again, and it's got the XOXO sentiment, which will go really nicely with this. So lots of kit, no real ideas. So yeah, this is my issue, is that I've got all the ideas, but actually not a clue. I love this kind of colour scheme that I use for the Love You Lots as well. But I feel like I want to make it a little bit more kind of love themed. So what should we do? Should we go with this or should we go with this? I feel like we should use this because this is obviously going to be in the sale. So I want to show you things that you're going to be able to get in the sale. And I'll perhaps save that for another project at a later date. And I really want to use this. So we'll have a think about that. Oh, I've got a little idea. It's a little nugget of an idea that's coming up. Julie says, if you buy anything over the weekend on sale, is it possible to collect at class rather than posting it out? Yes, Julie, of course. So if you purchase it as normal, and then I'll just refund your postage. So just do that as normal, Julie, and I'll do it as normal. Jane says she's going to be popping in and out around work meetings. That's cute. Hello, Jane. Hi, Claire. How are you? Excellent. So, Julie did just mention our classes there, which is great, which is a great lead in for me. Thank you, Julie, for that, because that means I can talk about the classes that are coming up. So if you haven't seen already, we will be having some rather fabulous classes at our at our shop, Time for Tea HQ. So and I'm really super excited about it. So I do hope that if you can come and join us. We're based in Sheffield. So for Marie, who's in, I believe you are in the States, you probably won't be able to come because I imagine it's a little bit too far for you to travel. But for you guys that are in the north of the UK, I really hope that you can come and join me for the sessions because, like I say, I'm super excited about them. So I'm just going to pull out some of our Candy Floss cardstock here. And I'm going to, I think I'm going to add a bit of colour to this. Or am I? Shall I do it on white cardstock and ink blend? I might do, I'm going to cut it out of this. Because I think I'm going to ink blend on top of this. So let's, and what I need to do, if this is going to be a quick card, like I promised you, I need to stop just, you know, messing about, don't I? I need to just make quick decisions. This is one of the things that I'm just very well known for not being very good at making quick decisions. I and ah over things for far too long. So, and what you've got to, I think sometimes you just got to go for it, haven't you? Go for what you feel is right. So I'm just popping this through my Gemini, but sometimes the lead comes out of the back, so bear with. I just secure that in place. It's a little bit noisy. I think my screen seems to have frozen a little. So hopefully you guys can still see me. Feels like it's frozen a little bit on screen in front of me, but everywhere else seems to be fine. So I'm just going to double check this before, oh, that seems to have come out really easily actually. I was just going to double check because sometimes, because my plates are a little bit bowed, they don't, sometimes I need to put it through a couple of times just to be certain. So, but that seems to have gone through really well, and look how beautiful that is. And obviously you're going to get all of these little XOXOs, which are really cool. And you can use those for shaker elements, which will be really cool. And I do think that would be a lovely idea. So this is a very well used plate, as you can see. It's in need of some attention and some cleaning because it's got lots of paper and card in the cut lines there. So, which is obviously making things a little bit more difficult to get off here. So excuse me while I make a scraping noise. I'm using my poker tool just to help me get some of these off. Does anybody else have this problem with their very well used die cutting plates? Look how bowed mine are. They're a disgrace really, aren't they? Okay, so there. Hello Mickey, how are you? So Marie says yes, she's in the USA, so it might be a little bit far for you to come, I'm thinking. And Julie says she's super excited about the class. I'm super excited too. I've prepped the project that we're going to do, so I'm just preparing the step-by-step guide that you guys will get as well. So yeah, so it's the classes are starting to fill up, so if you do want to come, do make sure you book your ticket because yeah, we've only got a few spaces. So it's because I don't have a huge unit or a huge classroom, so obviously we can only fit so many people in, and because of COVID, obviously we don't want to over fill the space and it's be a bit too like sardines. We don't want that, do we? So let's just knock a few of these out. I do love this pattern. I think it looks so pretty. You could, if you were very patient, paper piece some of these bits back in, but I don't think we've got time for that today. Mickey says, I'm just heading into my lunch break. Thought I'd pop in and see what you were doing while you were cooking. That's so cute. Thank you for joining. Yes, it's we're doing a little bit of inspiration, ready for this weekend's Valentine's sale, blog hop, Insta hop event. So yeah, exciting weekend coming up. So yes, I'm very, very excited about that. Excuse me while I just blow my nose. The lights in here always make my nose run, which is really, really odd. But I have, they also make it very warm. Okay, so it sounds like I'm catching people on their lunch breaks, maybe at work. Is that right? We've got a lot of people on lunches. I've not had my lunch yet, so very much looking forward to having that. So what am I going to do with all of these pieces? Let me have a look, see if I've got a little container that we can store these in. Got a little container here. Just pop them in there for now, because I might use them later. So we've now got our little bit of a background here, and I think I am potentially going to cut this down. I'm going to grab myself a card base. So this card blank, this cover plate, sorry, is sized to fit an A6 size card panel. So that's what it's designed for. So obviously you can cut it down if you want to, which is what I might do. You could also cut it with one of your layering dies to make a bit more of a border around it, but it does look so pretty on that white back with the white background, doesn't it? But I'm thinking I want to do something with my background here, just to amp it up a little bit with a bit of ink blending, I'm thinking. So I do love a bit of tattered rose, I have to say. I love a bit of worn lipstick and a bit of picked raspberry. So let me get my silicone mat out here so we can do a little bit of inking. Mickey says she's a little bit jealous, wish she could be crafty. I know, I do know what you mean. This is like my I guess the lives that we do make me craft. Otherwise I probably wouldn't do, because there's always so many other things to do, and I always think, oh God, you know, I've got a crafting live, what am I going to do, what am I going to do? And then I do it, and I just think, oh, this has been such a relief to be able to spend some time actually crafting, because like I say, otherwise I probably wouldn't do it. And this is why I do this job, is because I love to craft. So not getting a chance to craft is actually, you know, it's almost a sin, isn't it? That you don't get to do any crafting when you're a craft business. So yeah, this is my, I guess my, although it's obviously it's work in one sense, this is my relaxation time because it gives me a bit of time away from the pressures of the rest of running your own business, I suppose. So I'm going to go in with some picked raspberry now at the bottom, just to add some different colours of pinks here, I think. Although I'm using picked raspberry, and I feel like maybe I would have liked to have used a bit of maybe candied apple, might have been nice, because I just think that that gives a really nice graduation from that, because it's that similar sort of pinky shade. So I am going to go over this So let me just get my microfiber cloth, and I'm going to wipe that off. Now then, have I got a one that's dedicated to more red tones? I don't think I have actually, so I will use this pink because this will still work. It's a very juicy pad, this one, but it should go over that pink really well, and this just changes the, I guess, the dynamic of this from a more of a pink card to more the you know, a bit more of the red that you would kind of anticipate, I suppose, with Valentine's. So let's go back in with some of this worn lipstick to bring that colour down over the candied apple that we've used. Yeah, I like that. I think that's going to make for a really nice effect. And then I'm just going to fade up this so we haven't got so much of a line here. I'm just going to fade this up a little bit up the top there. I think that looks really, really pretty. And just adding some more of that warm lipstick over the top of the candied apple just really blends that really nice. So it looks really, really quite orange on screen from what I can see, but in real life it is much more of a salmony pink colour. You could also use this as a bit of a stencil, actually, because I've created a little bit of an XOXO there, which I think is really cute. Let me see if I can just do a little bit of a line of that through here. Let's do it with the red. No, I'm going to do it with the worn lipstick actually. Let's have a look, see what that would look like. I think that might look really, really cute. As a bit of a positive and a negative. See, it might not be dark enough to go all the way through. But let's have a look. Oh, that's really pretty. So it's very subtle, but it does actually look really, really pretty. So I think if you were to use that from scratch to create your little bit of a pattern with a darker colour, and maybe even using your stackable brushes would help with that, because I think that they would really help get you the colour through. Okay, so this is forming my background now, and I really think that that's really beautiful. Already, just as it is, it looks amazing, doesn't it? And the other thing that we could do, oh, here we go. This is it, I'm on one now. That large sentiment in the front of there would look so good, wouldn't it? I do like that. I think that would look really, really cool. Obviously the colours don't go, but I do quite like the contrast of the blues, so I'm thinking maybe we could work with more of a kind of a teal colour, because those colours do go really nicely together. Oh, that's very pretty. Oh, I may have talked myself into doing that now. And then we could add excuse me, I've got a frog in my throat. And then we've got our little pig, maybe, would be very cute because he's very pink. And then we've also got our super cute little cats from the Smitten Kittens. So a few different ideas to play with. Josh is here. Hi, Joe. And sorry I'm late. Don't worry, we were late starting as well. Julie says, I just had a thought. Could you use ink and heart stencil to create a heart on the panel? I'm not sure if it would look right. I'm not sure I'm quite understanding what you mean, Julie. I may need more information to understand what you mean. So that looks really cute. It would also look quite cute in some, maybe in some textured cardstock. Just looking around me to see if I've got any that would go, you know, like in maybe a, no, I like the, if it didn't have the green, I think the blue shades work quite well. So I'm tempted to go with this idea. The other idea that I had, so let's explore some ideas, but let's also wipe up this bit of red because it's giving me anxiety that we've got red on here. So again, this is, you're witnessing the decision-making process live in action, which is not the speediest, as we have worked out. So we could also use here, we have the bold sentiments set, as well as and that is a new set that won't be in the sale, but one item that will be in the sale, which I do really love, is this large scripty love sentiment die, which looks really cool as well. So we could coordinate some of that with the bold sentiments as well, couldn't we? So we could, for example, have this in the middle of here, which I think would look really, really cool. And maybe we do that in that shade of blue, or we could do it in black with a bit of vellum on the back, or white with a bit of vellum on the back. And then the sentiments that we've got are sending lots of love, or we could do a little sentiment of sending lots of love, you are awesome, which would be kind of cool. And then we've also got our little, oh, this is kind of cute. So we could have the love there, and then we could either have our little pig here, kind of skating across the top, which is quite cute, and the sending you hugs and kisses. That could be quite cute. Quite like that. Josh says that he's waiting very impatiently for his time for tea order. It is 100% on its way to you. I can guarantee that is on its way. So I'm quite liking that. That's quite cute. So we've got that situation going on. I've also got, where's my other bits that I wanted to do here? So we've also got here, like I say, we've got this this little scalloped heart, which again I think would be super cute. Maybe a little, that might work as being something quite adorable, mightn't it? And I'm thinking of cutting this out of a bit of vellum. Okay, so we've got a bit of a plan coming together, and I'm just going to go for it because at the end of the day, this is just it's just a bit of cardstock, so we're not going to get all stressed out about it, are we? No, we're not. So my love here, what are we going to pop that onto? I think I'm going to use a white background, and I'm going to make I'm going to use a different coloured cardstock for the love element. I'm not quite sure what yet. We're going to stamp out our little piggy here as well, and then we're going to cut this out of some vellum. So we may well do a bit of ink blending still. So let's do our ink blending while we're at it. So ink blending wise, we could either go for, actually, let me just bear with me. I'm just going to have a quick look for some sexy coloured cardstock. Where's my reds? Because we did have some kind of sparkly red, which could work, couldn't it? If we're keeping tones the same. Felt like I had some other sparkly red. Oh, that's very sparkly red, isn't it? That's a bit of a deeper red. Let's try some of this. I know we were going to go with a bit of a contrasting colour, weren't we? But I think we could go with more of a monochrome type vibe here. We used to have, sorry that I've just dipped away there while I'm looking for my bits of cardstock. So yeah, I like this. I think this is really pretty. This reminds me of go on. Words are hard today. Words are definitely difficult today. We are having. I'll explain that later. But they're like goodness me, Dorothy's shoes in The Wizard of Oz. Oh, why was that so hard? That was very, very difficult. I'm struggling with my words today, aren't I? You can tell. We're pretty tired, I think, at the moment, myself and Aunt. Aunt's not been very well. And the rest of you will know that we're having a bit of a time at the moment because our little boy Clyde is not very well. So that's giving us a bit of anxiety at the minute because we, you know, it's really sad, and yeah, it's just very, very sad at the moment. So, and it's giving us a lot of I think just we're not really sleeping particularly well because of it. So so yes, that is unfortunately that's happening at the moment. So we shall, but we're, you know, we're powering on. So let me grab my, and so is he, by the way. It's, he's actually doing so well considering what he's going through, the amount of pain he must be in, you know, I do feel for him. So we're going to have a go. This might need a bit more pressure. I don't know because it's very thick cardstock. So let's have a look. That seems to have coped pretty well. So let's get that out. What did I do with my pokey tool? I've made such a mess already. How have I managed to make such a mess? How I end up in this situation. So I don't normally go for much glitter and glitz on my cards, but sometimes, like special occasions, Christmas being one, and then Valentine's Day probably being the other one, I think you can get away with it, can't you? So let's through, and then once we've given it a little bit of a background, it'll pop from our ink blended background that little bit more. So if we pop that onto there, I do think that looks rather beautiful, doesn't it? I like that. What do you guys think? Happy with that? I think we're happy with that, aren't we? I think we'll go with that for the moment. And then my next plan was to cut this out of a bit of vellum now I've got to find my vellum. And as you all know, I do have all of my scraps ready to choose from. So here we have a few different bits of vellum, different grades of vellum. This is a really nice nice vellum actually, because it's got a bit of texture to it, but I don't know if I've got enough of that. This is quite thick vellum, which is good because it's going to keep its shape. So let's try some of that through here. And again, this is me just making decisions, quick decisions. This is what we're doing. Josh says he's hoping it comes in today's post. Fingers crossed. I don't see why it shouldn't do. I think Royal Mail is generally very, very good, but sometimes it's a bit of a law unto itself, isn't it? So we've now got our little heart in the background, which I do think is very, very sweet as well. Do like that. I'm tempted to have a couple of them, but I don't want to overdo it. And then we're going to have a little piggy there, kind of riding on the top. I don't know if my piggy goes now though. He's cute though, isn't he? So he's riding on the top there. Let's have a look. Pop that away before I lose it. I think because he's a bit taller, I don't know whether maybe my little fat my little fat little cats might work better. I think this little one here will fit in that heart a little bit better. Yeah, I like him, and I like the sentiment Happy Chocolate Day. And you've also got the Love Mew, which I think is really cute. But I think that would be quite sweet, wouldn't it? So I think I'm going to go with that. Because you got to go with what you feel. Right, okay, so we're making some decisions again. Sometimes you just got to go with it, haven't you? So let me pop that out of the way. Just there. Go on, that's it. So I don't lose it. And let's move some of this out of the way. Get this, and then we're going to get prepped to do some stamping now. We can do a little bit of stamping. I think this is going to be super cute. I just need to tidy up my area so that I can find what I'm doing. So I also have scraps of stamping card. So when I'm only doing a small piece, which we're doing today, then I can just use this, which is so much easier, just to use this little area. So I don't waste anything. Oops. Knocking everything over. So I'm going to get my stamping platform here, and let's put this in here. I feel like I've got a bit of a stiff neck today. I'm doing a lot of this. I'm just holding myself in a really strange fashion. I don't know, but I have, like I say, I have been a little bit kind of hunched over my desk doing stuff, so that's possibly why. Julie says she wasn't crafting, but now I am, to see how my idea looks. Oh, so the idea that you suggested to me, you're going to have a go at it. Good. Yes, you must let us know, because I wasn't quite understanding it, but that's just because I'm here and you're there, and sometimes it's hard to convey what you're thinking, isn't it? So I'm just having a little tidy up here because I've got stuff everywhere and I'm going to lose I rejected my little pig. I'm sorry, little pig. I'm going to make something with you on Thursday's live, perhaps, because I do love this set and I haven't used it nearly enough. And I'm just looking at the my other little sentiment sets, because yeah, I love them all. I want to use them all at once. Right, okay. So we're sorted now. We're tidy, so we can now proceed. So is anybody else crafting, or is it just me and Julie today? Josh, what are you up to today? You ordered some really cool things as well, so I'm excited for you for when they arrive, because you're going to have so much fun using those. So yeah, you are going to have a blast, and do share what you make, because I love to see it. And Julie, you share your idea so that I understand what we're doing. Okay, so because then I might have a go at it. It's great to be able to inspire each other, isn't it? And come up with different ideas. So I think the reason why I'm liking this colour scheme is because it is really giving me the full Valentine's vibes. And because, you know, when you think of Valentine's, you do think of pinks and reds and rich colours, and also chocolate and flowers and all of the lovely things. So I'm going to try my bestest now to see if we can zoom in. Come on, zoom, so that you can see what I'm colouring in. There we go. That's quite good. That's quite good. So I'm also going to just grab my colour scheme here so that I know what I'm working with. I do think that looks so pretty. So my my little kitty cat. Let's have a think. What colour shall we do? The box. I think I'm going to do the box in because I think I'm going to do my cat in kind of, it can be white with grey, which is kind of a go-to. I know I might do him, I could do him as like a little chocolate point, couldn't I? That would be so cute. Let me just have a look, see, did I do one in my little test book? I don't think I did. I think I wanted to, but I never did. But I have coloured him as a little chocolate point before, so I'm gonna give it a whirl. Let's have a look. Let's start with a base coat of E30. And you know, this is me, I can't really remember what a chocolate point actually would look like, so this is using some artistic license, but this is because I want the kind of the browns and the pinks go so nicely together, and it does give you that feeling of chocolates, I guess. Josh says he's working from home this afternoon and will definitely post what he makes. Excellent. So I'm going to do a little bit of shading here, because he's going to be mainly a paler, kind of warmer beige tone. So we're just going to add a bit of this extra colour around the majority. Probably don't need to do that on his tail. Excuse me. I have to have a little drinky poo. And then E30. Well, I'm just thinking obviously about the fact that we were a little bit late starting, which I do apologise, and that I've not managed to link up the streams that I schedule. When I actually go live, they don't seem to link together, which I'm not quite sure how I'm doing that wrong. who knows at this stage. But what I am pleased about is that we are actually streaming live on both Facebook and YouTube. So the rest will come with practice, I think. I think the thing is that I expect to just be able to switch it on and just press go and it work. And it doesn't always work like that, does it? So we've got E31, E30. I'm thinking maybe an E34, just to add a little bit of shadow in some of the points where I'm not going to be adding any more kind of colour. Probably on his back there, under his bum. Because a chocolate point, from my understanding of a chocolate point, is that it will only be the points that will be chocolatey. This is my my assessment of the situation. So another thing that just to let you know about on the live front, I will be back here again tomorrow evening. So on Wednesday, which is unheard of, Wednesday evening, and I'm going to be doing the very first of a series of memory keeping lives. So it's the first one I've done, so I've not done any live memory keeping before, so you know, anything could and probably will happen. But I'm really excited about it because I think it's going to be well, for one thing, a little bit like doing this, it allows me to do some actual memory keeping, which I never get to do, and I'm really excited about doing that. But then it's also means that I get to show you some of the amazing memory keeping products that we've got in store at the moment, and hopefully will continue to have in store. You know, I want to develop the range and there'll be more of them in the future, because it's something that I am so you know, passionate about now. I think especially when I'm thinking about Clyde and just, you know, keeping the memories of him alive, you know, and our other cats, as my family changes. So we've got 2 new additions to the family now, because both of Aunt's sisters have had their babies now. So we have more Simpsons in the clan. So yeah, I think, you know, you just want to record those times and treasure those times, and so many of us still keep those memories in our phones. I mean, my phone is horrendous because it's a work phone as well as a personal phone. So I've got pictures of cards, pictures of you know, things that we do at the shop. It's full of you know, videos and reels and things that we've filmed for the shop. And I've got 20,000 photos. 20,000 photos on my phone. That's outrageous. So good that iPhone or whoever came up with the idea has made it so that you can store those, because they've changed the format of them, haven't they, so that you can store more photos and it not take up all of the memory, which is a genius idea. It's terrible for downloading them. It takes me forever to download stuff to my PC, but it does mean that my phone isn't clogged up and forever having to delete files from it. So so that it would just be really nice, I think, to not have to go scrolling through 20,000 photos on my phone to find one of a day that we spent out, 4 years ago. I would love to be able to turn to an album and say, these are all the things that we did in 2022. So that is the start of what we're going to be doing. Oh, yummy. Sorry, just have to have a drink of that. So, Julie says, oh, that may help with your floristry portfolio that you've got to make for your college course. Oh, wow. Yeah, it could. I mean, that's it. It's just being able to track your memories and your photos and things in a different way. So let's have a look at this. What we're going to do here. I am going to go with R20, R21, and I've got an R22 somewhere. Where's that gone? I think R24, R27, and R29 for the bow would work, and there's that R22. Excellent. So I'm going to keep this. In fact, I'm going to go even lighter, I think, for the for the candy box. Let's go with an R00 to begin with and just see what this looks like. Yeah, that's I want to keep it a little bit more, pastel, which is not my forte. But I'm trying, we're constantly evolving here at Time for Tea. I'm super excited to get back to designing as well, because I have been working on new designs, and I always get super excited when I start doing it. Frustrated as well, because it takes me forever, because again, decisions, but really excited because I want to play with it all. So why do I keep doing that? So yeah, I'm really excited about that. So I'm excited to do the memory keeping live as well tomorrow. So I'm going to print off some photos in readiness, and then I will show you the process, I guess, that I go through when I'm putting together a layout, and we'll be using obviously the Time for Tea memory keeping products to do that, but you don't have to just use those. You can mix and match it with other things. You can mix and match it with your Time for Tea stamps and so on. So there's lots that you can do, and the other thing is that I want to kind of stress is that I am a very simple memory keeper, because I like it's the photos that are the important bits, really, and I love the embellishments because I'm a crafter. That's just goes without saying, I think, doesn't it? You're gonna love those. I'm just looking for the right colours here, because I think I want this to be quite a nice bright red bow. So so we're not going to go, it's not going to be scrapbooking in maybe a traditional sense. It's very much modern memory keeping, very clean and simple and accessible, because I don't have a lot of time to craft, and I'm sure you guys don't have a lot of time to craft. So then if you think, well, I'm introducing something else into this now, I'm going to be not just doing my my paper craft. Now I'm going to be doing some memory keeping. When am I going to fit this all in? When am I going to have time to have some memories in amongst all of this memory keeping. So yeah, you've got to be, you know, I suppose you've got to have a little bit of, you want something that's going to be quite quick, don't you, and not going to take up too much of your time. Right, I'm just looking for a really nice dark shade to add a little bit of depth to this this red bow, because at the moment it's not looking deep enough for me. Now, one of the things that I really like to do, and I've done in the past when I haven't had quite as many colours as of Copics that I've got now, is to add shade and depth to red, use brown. Brown works really well, rather than grey. The brown will work so much better. So that's just a little tip, that because of the obviously the nature of red, if you're going to put any grey on it, it's going to really change the, I guess the it will probably bleach it actually, rather than help keep it warm. And the brown, I feel, really helps keep it warm. So you've got to get the right shade of brown. So I'm just going to have a look now and see if I can find a good shade of brown that would work really well with this, just to show you. So this is copper. This is a really nice brown shade, and actually just really adding that into the areas where you want to add some real shadow, that's going to work super well. So yeah, that's a top tip for adding depth to red, and that was E18. I've not used that, I don't think, for quite some time, so that was enjoyable. I always like using pens that I've not used for a while. Just remembering them, isn't it? So the floristry going well, Julie? It sounds like you're having loads of fun with it. Right, let's have a look at the cutting this one out. I do love the other image of the cat chomping the little chocolates. And actually, do you know what? I think doing these, stamping a few of these chocolates might be a really good idea to have in the background. So I'm going to do that, and I'm going to do that just really quickly here with just my stamping block, because I think that would be really nice to have just in the, you know, just scattered around. I was thinking, oh, could we use some embellishments? But actually, I think the contrast of the brown, if we make these into like chocolates, then I think that would work really well. So I'm just going to stamp a few. I think we'll stick to odd numbers, so we'll probably won't do more than 5. We may only do 3, but it's good to have options while we're stamping. We might as well stamp them all of the things, and then we can colour these in, because those little chocolates are very cute. So let's have a think. I'm going to do an E50. That's a good colour. I think we could have one that is just white chocolate. See, that's cute. And just add a little bit of shadow to that one, and we could also add a bit of glaze to it. I think that'll be quite pretty. And then we'll use the milk chocolate is obviously a great one to use. So let's use this one. Make a milk chocolate. So I'm using the E25 as my base colour, and then the E27 is the milk chocolate colour, which is going to be perfect, isn't it? And then we can have one of these be like it's being glazed, like a raspberry kind of a strawberry kind of a chocolate, which will go really well with our theme here. So let's just give it a little bit of depth there. And I do have this red glaze pen that hasn't been used for a while, so it's going to need a little bit of just activating. But when that's dry, I think if I go over some of those squiggles with that, I think that's going to look really pretty as well. So we've got one white chocolate. Let's do another white chocolate here with this one. We might make that a bit of a lighter chocolate shade. Let's do the hazelnut's a great colour actually. Where's my hazelnut gone? That could be a good shade to do. Yeah, that one's a good one. We'll up that to a hazelnut. So we've just changed that one around a little bit into a lighter chocolate. A darker chocolate would be really nice as well, I think, and maybe another pink one. So let's go with this one as being a pink one. Just trying to give myself options, you know, for choice, because we need to be able to have those options. So if we went for a darker, almost like a what's the word, full like 90% cocoa, but we don't want to lose any of the design, but like I say, we can go over these with our different coloured pens, so with our jelly roll pens, for example. So I'm just going to add a little bit more darkness to that one. I think they look really cute. Okay, so we've got a plan. We've got a plan. Right, so we now need to cut all of these little monkeys out. Making sure I put these in the right place. I just noticed that I've got a yellow in my browns. Okay, so let's have a look then. Just checking that I can see that everybody's okay. Right, so let's cut some of these out then. So we need one of these, and then this one here too. Easy peasy. Right, so let's get this lined up. And this really is, you know, one of my favourite bits about making my cards is doing this, colouring in the little characters and building the scene. So when I'm designing, I'm already thinking of the different scenes that I'm going to make, which is why I get so giddy, and then I'm like, I just want to craft with this already, and I've not even finished making it yet. So that's why I do get a bit overexcited. Okay, so I'm going to trim this down. So that we can pop it through our little die cutting machine, because these are only little images and it'll just be a bit quicker and not as noisy if we pop it through this little one. I don't know why my neck is so feels so stiff right now. So are you guys, any of you guys sending Valentine's this year? I make all of these Valentine's cards for craft, for the live, just for the fun of it, really. And we do send each other Valentine's cards, but we tend to send each other like really silly ones. And I hate to admit it, but they are ones that we bought. But one of the reasons that I bought out our most recent stamp sets, which were the We Go Together stamp set and the Let's Spoon, because they're a little bit more cheeky, and they're the kind of cards that I would actually send to Ant, because he would appreciate the cheekiness of those. So yeah, so those were the ones that I thought, you know what, I make Valentine's cards and maybe even Galentine's cards for myself, but in terms of cards that I would send to Ant, oh, I didn't do a very good job of die cutting that one. That was a bit rubbish. What a sausage. Don't worry, we've got others. It's fine. Although I feel like I may need an extra brown one. So you've just got to be careful with the little ones, I think. It's just purely my bad application of the washi tape there. Emma says she's sorry that she's missed so much, but she got called into work for a presentation. How rude. Do they not know that it's crafting live time? That's funny. I love it. So let me just try this one now, see if we've got that one. I think we will have got, yeah, you see that one? I did that one perfectly. I think sometimes when you put your washi tape on, you can end up moving it by mistake, so you just have to be very, very, very careful and a bit steady, don't you? Okay, let's put that one there, and let's try these two, and then I might just give that one a little trim down, although I don't like the fact that it hasn't got enough white space around the edge, so we might have to do that one again. So I like the dark chocolate one. I think the dark chocolate just does give a nice bit of contrast, you see. Goodness. Frustrating. Felt like that one slipped a tiny bit, but I think we can get away with that one. So, yeah, let's stamp one more. Let's stamp one more. It'll not hurt, will it? We just do one more. We've got a bit of time. It's only been an hour. That's good for me. And we're almost done anyway, I think. Once we've done these, we can look at our sentiment actually next. Should be what we're doing. So what did I say? We did milk chocolate. Yeah, milk chocolate we did for this one. Because we did this one as a super dark chocolate, which is meant to be better for you, isn't it? The darker chocolate. So I don't mind a bit of dark chocolate actually. Ant's really not a fan. I like the dark chocolate digestives. I go through phases of where everything's like my favourite sweet food, because I don't really do chocolates and things. Like Ant really loves his chocolate and his sweet treats, whereas I can kind of take them or leave them. I do like a sweet treat now and again, and I like we like a cup of tea and a bit of chocolate biscuit, that kind of thing. Josh says he loves the "You Turn Me On" sentiment in the Let's Spoon stamp set. That one, isn't it? Yes. That's right. That's his cup of tea. That's it. It's just a little bit cheeky, isn't it, Josh? That's what I wanted, was something that it was I could really imagine sending to Anne. That one's done better. It still moved a little bit, but I'm happy with that. So, and Julie says she's not a fan of the dark chocolate. No, it's probably not the first thing you'd choose, is it? My nan, though, it always reminds me of my nan, because my nan loved dark chocolate, absolutely loved it, and her favourite chocolates were the Black Magic ones, and I don't know, I mean, I think they do sell them, but they're really not as popular as they used to be. They used to be like the adverts were on all the time, and yeah, they were considered like a bit fancy, and for my nan's, they were like her treat, and she loved them. So yeah, every Christmas she always had a box of Black Magic. And I really, I think I probably got a bit of a taste for them from her, because she, they were always around at special occasions. Okay, so let's have a look at this. Just put this together and decide on what we're doing sentiment-wise, because I think we'll need a little sub-sentiment. Oh, he's so cute. He's very cute. I think he's going to sit probably just in front of there. And we'll just move that little heart shape up a little bit. And then if we have our little sub-sentiment, let's have a think about how we're going to do that. We could, controversially, use some brown, which I know is not typically used, but because of the colour scheme that we've got going on, that could actually work for us, couldn't it? So we've got this paler brown, or we've got a little bit of a darker brown here. I like the darker brown, is what I'm thinking, because of our little chocolate point guy. That looks quite cute in the background there, doesn't it? Gives it another feel altogether, doesn't it, with the brown? But I do like the white. But I'm considering whether it needs a little bit of something to kind of ground it all. Very cute indeed. Yeah, I think that looks really quite cute. So I'm considering whether to just cut a strip off here, as a bit of a full strip. So I think I'm going to do that to begin with, and then we'll have a think about putting our sentiment on. I think it's appropriate because it's chocolate day that we're celebrating. So this is something then that you could send not just to a boyfriend or a girlfriend, but you could send to a girl or a friend. I'm just saying a girl, but a friend, not just a girlfriend. Oh, you know what I'm saying. You could send to just a friend. That's what I was trying to say. Right, so let me think how wide. I'm doing that the right way around, aren't I? Oh, can you tell I'm tired? Right, this is probably thicker than I'm going to need it or want it. Oh, I need to zoom out so you can see what I'm doing. Sorry, guys. Let me zoom out. Zoom, 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 zoom. Oh, too far. Back in a bit. There we go. So, let me move this to one side because we could have just a little bit of a situation going across there, you see. Maybe. How cute is he though? Adorable. So let's have a see what that looks like on screen. Sometimes that tells me if it's working for me or not, because sometimes you've got to play with the dimensions and proportions and all of that, and sometimes having everything in the middle doesn't always work, is in my, you know, in my humble opinion. So that there is a little bit above centre. Love in the middle there. And then our little chocolate point character is just there. That is kind of sweet, isn't it? Or do go a bit more central. Or, oh dear, decisions. Yeah, we go a bit more central, like so, and then have maybe, or a bit, no, actually a bit higher up, with the Happy Chocolate Day down at the bottom. Seems a little bit too far away from it, doesn't it? So maybe like so. What do we think? What's the thoughts? Or it could just be a sub-sentiment just here. I think I'm going to stamp out my sentiment and then decide. I quite like him there, kind of in the upper quadrant, the upper area. So I'm going to get my stamping platform. Oh no, that's not the one. Not my little one. Oh, what's happening here? Everything wants to fall over for some reason. So I think he's looking very, very cute. So, and I don't want to lose my little extra bits. So pop this into my stamping platform, and I'm going to go with Happy Chocolate Day, aren't we? I think that was what we decided on. Happy Chocolate. Not upside down though. Happy Chocolate Day. Hi Samara, how are you? Angie says she just stumbled across me. She didn't get a notification. That's so annoying, because it does say that it is going to give you all a notification. So I'm really sorry. Now, you could, if you were more patient than me, sorry if my head's right in the way there. You could stamp these out one word at a time. The benefit of doing that is that you can space them that little bit closer together, which can be an advantage, because they do, because the way that they are manufactured and the way that they're you know, the way that they're made, they have like a little lip around the outside of them, which is just has to be there. There's no getting away from that. I'm just gonna give that a little bit of you can't get them right up close to each other, which does sometimes when you're spelling out a word, and you might see that here, that they do seem quite spaced apart. So if you want to minimize that spacing and have them a little bit close together. See, the day seems a little bit far away from chocolate, but I don't think that's too bad. But if you wanted to create a smaller gap in between, then if you stamp out one word at a time, you can actually bring them closer to each other. So that's just a little tip there. You don't have to do them all at once, but obviously I'm trying to do things a little bit quicker for us today, so I'm just doing it doing it all at once. And like I say, I don't think it actually looks too bad as it is. So I'm just going to wipe away some of those extra little flakes. One side, and I do think it is worthwhile looking at using different coloured cardstocks for your embossed sentiments. Samara says it's very early for you. You were taking your kid to school, so it's early in the morning where you are. So it's just gone past lunchtime here, hasn't it? Really. Angie says it's very annoying, but not my fault. I know it's just very annoying. And I was saying at the beginning, I haven't really, sorry for the noise, haven't really worked out just yet how to make sure when I go live that it's linking up to the scheduled stream that I posted. I don't know. I feel like that's still got a little bit of schmutz at the bottom that I want to get rid of. Now I move things around. There we go. Sorry about that. So let's see. Happy Chocolate Day! How are things in Greece, Angie? How are you? Could be your new phone. I had to get a new one with a Greek number. Oh, you've got a Greek number now. One of the sets that I'm designing at the moment made me think of you, Angie. So I can't tell you any more than that. But yeah, it did make me think of you. I thought you might like it, might appreciate it. Possibly. In fact, there's 2 sets. Well, no, there's 3 sets at the moment. But there might be more that I think you would definitely get a kick out of. So, oh dear, sorry, Angie, you might have a lot on your wish list when these come out. Right, let's move this out of the way. And let me get my little microfiber cloth and just give that a little bit of a buff. That's done a really good job. Happy with that. Very happy. So let me get my card bits back out here and let's decide what we're going to do. I got one of these banner dies from an old set. I think that would make for a really nice little sentiment strip there. So this is from a very old die set that we don't stock anymore. I apologise, but we may have to bring out some more banner and sentiment dies for future because they are always very handy for this kind of thing. We do try and have dies that cut out our sentiments now, but sometimes you just want a nice banner, don't you, rather than it actually cutting out the shape of the word. So sometimes a banner is more appropriate or just looks better with your scheme. Angie says it's very cold, very wet, very windy today. It was 25 degrees and glorious sun yesterday. Wow. I don't know when we've had any lovely sunny weather, and so it is been pretty grim, cold, windy, miserable pretty much every day, it feels like. So I do like, oh, that looks really cute, doesn't it? Without the love. Oh dear. No, we're going to go with the love because the love is a statement and it's shiny. So we've got love, happy chocolate day. And then maybe, so it's just this figuring out how to stack these up, whether they look more appropriate stylistically. That's a good word, isn't it? Okay. I'm feeling very indecisive. I'm not sure I'm happy with the layout. So the thing to do in this instance is let's start sticking stuff together and it'll all come together in the end. So I'm going to put my my background on because we know what we're doing with that. And my glue isn't clogged. Come here. There we go. So come on out. Oh no. Hopefully we've got a little pin to hand. Will hopefully so yesterday I took a bit of a break from work and went for lunch with my parents, which was really, really nice. I've not seen them well, I've not seen them since we got together for our fake Christmas, because we didn't get to spend Christmas together this December because I had COVID and was very, very poorly. So we had fake Christmas in January, which was really funny. So I've not seen them since then. So it's been at least, you know, I would say a month, 3 weeks since I've seen them. So, which doesn't seem a long time really, considering how long we didn't see each other during lockdown. But it's just, you know, I think it's one of those where I don't want to spend that much time away from them again if I don't have to. They're both in their 70s and they're both very fit and active. Well, not active because my mum's disabled, but they're both very fit and they do keep themselves busy. Is more than active, I think, is the way I would term it. They're always doing something, particularly with the house. So they bless them, they are so lovely, and they're, like I said, they're always up to something. So we've got our love sentiment here and we've got our happy chocolate day. So I think if we pop that up, I'm going to pop up my little cat here with some foam. So what foam shall I use? I'll use, oh gosh, I'm really struggling with my neck all of a sudden. This is very annoying. Josh says he would love to paper piece the XOXO. I know, I was very tempted. 25 degrees in Scotland would be a miracle. It's 5 degrees here, exactly. It would be, and I thought you were saying it was 25 degrees. I was like, what? In Scotland, really? No, it would be a miracle. I agree. It would be a miracle here, to be honest. So let's pop that there. I think I might need to snip that down. And he says, looking forward to seeing what's coming up then. Sounds like it could be feline related. I've still not received your November order. The post here is pants. We'll send future orders to a friend. I think that's best. I must admit, recently I've had a number of people who are living in and around Europe who are really struggling to get their orders very quickly, and unfortunately, once it leaves time for tea, it's a little bit out of our hands. I would recommend, although it is more expensive, you get tracked delivery. Josh has got his delivery, yay! How cool is that it comes as we're on the live? That is really cute. So I'm putting our little cat at an angle, just because I can. Because I can. Although I wish I'd put him at the other angle now, and I don't think I can move him now. He's well and truly on there. I wish I'd done him the other way. Oh no, because now I can do that. That kind of works. No, I'm not happy. I don't think I can get it off. Oh no, don't interfere. It's fine. You made a style choice. Now live with it. Okay, so I'm going to pop up the Happy Chocolate Day. I have put him on at an angle and I wish I hadn't done, but hey ho. We've got the love there and Happy Chocolate Day there. Right, let's just have a sit back and look at this objectively. I don't think I'm a fan of this layout now I've got here. Let's have a think about what can we do to improve it. I'm not happy with where I stuck my cat. So my cat is going to have to come off this vellum backing, and I think it's going to come off my image before it comes off the die cut, which is amazing. It doesn't want to come off the vellum at all. It's well and truly stuck. So I've saved my little cat, and maybe we don't do the vellum. I think it's the vellum that was throwing me off. The vellum was throwing me off. Now I'm happy. Angie says, expect a long delivery, time being on island, but 3 months, I know, it is ridiculous. Alice says she's very excited for her delivery. Eek, any day now. It will be, honestly. I know there have been some delays, but yeah, it will be on its way to you. I think it does depend as well, you know, sometimes, because obviously I take things to the post as I pack them, and if the post office itself is inundated, they can sometimes struggle. So I think that probably looks a little bit better now we've lost the additional bit of vellum. As much as I loved it, it wasn't doing it for me. So let's get this wrapped up, because we've been a lot longer than I anticipated. This turned out again not to be the quick card that I promised you, but this is because I didn't have a plan. So I would recommend a bit of prep beforehand, eh? But I think this is really really cute. I do love this now. I'm really pleased with how it's turning out. And I'm going to use some of our shaker foam tape. Oh, you love your order. Thank you, Jo. Oh, you're very welcome. I'm so happy that it's arrived while we were live. That's so cool. Cannot wait to see what you make with it, because like I say, you did order some really cool things. Obviously I'm biased, but but I thought that, yeah, you're gonna have loads of fun. And then we're gonna pop Happy Chocolate Day just there, and I want to make sure that it is in the middle, because it is going to look a little bit odd if it's not. There we go. So, oh, that's so cute. That is really cute. So now don't forget, we've also got our little chocolates here that we can scatter about the place. which I think is going to even make it even cuter. So I'm going to go with that one there, I think. Maybe that one just there. Oh, this is so cute. I do like that one, but I think, should we do that one instead of the dark? Rejected the dark one that I've done twice. Maybe that one can go there. That one there. Maybe that one. Just thinking ones that are going to contrast with what's around them. A little bit more. Yeah, that's cute. I think I'm going to do the hot one there. That one just there. How sweet. Literally very sweet. Come on. Get there. That's it. So adorable. Do think. I don't want him to look like he's like juggling the the chocolates. So I'm trying to arrange them in a way that looks less like he's got a rainbow of them over his head. So just, you know, staggering them a little bit around is going to help with that, I think. So maybe if that one's a little bit closer to him, and that one is more there, and we need a bit of I feel like I'm going to have to use my 6, which doesn't feel right, does it? Because, but then we've got 3 in that area and 3 in this area. So maybe that does work. But again, don't want it to look like you've got them going all the way around. So, that works. That works. I'm going to use this one instead of that one. Nailed it. Got it. Happy with that. Happy with that. Oh, that was hard work, wasn't it? Julie says, cute card, I love it. Zamara says, very cute. Yes, it's come together now, hasn't it? And I'm going to use a tiny bits of my foam tape here just to pop up all of those little candies, or some of the candies anyway. Some of them I think I might leave to just be flat. Oh, there we go. Very cute. It came together in the end. I think this is the thing that sometimes you just have to work with it a little bit and eventually you get there, don't you? This one, probably pop this one up down here. Can you believe? Well, I can actually. I don't even need to ask you, but can you believe that I stamped out that one dark chocolate one twice and then haven't used it? That's just me all over, isn't it? Okay, so let's do these 2 flat. Oop. And put a bit of glue on there. So Josh, your challenge is to have a go at this XOXO and paper piece it. That I would like to see. Oh, this is looking very, very cute. So, throwing things around. So yeah, I think one of the things that we were planning on doing was maybe using some of this gel pen, but I don't know if I need to. But let's have a that does look quite cute on there, doesn't it? And then on here, pop that on there. That looks really quite cool. I do like that. And then for the other ones, we do have some. This pen might need a little bit of help just going. That's it. Maybe a bit of sparkle on these. Don't know whether you guys can see the sparkle so much, but I just think that looks really cute to just give it a little bit of sparkle. Yeah, that looks really nice because it all kind of matches in then. So I'll show you a close-up in a second. So I'm also going to add, obviously, a little bit of our white jelly roll. So again, I'm just going to help this one flow along just by getting some of the, just get it running a little bit, because when it's cold, it's not being used for a while, it sometimes gets a little bit dry over the top, and that can impact the performance of the pen. So, and don't try not to, I know it's easier said than done, but try not to force it, because the more you force it, the less it works, interestingly enough. So you just have to do really gentle movements and it will start to flow. So resist the urge to press down if you can, and just almost, you just let it glide a little bit over the surface. And then for the oh, I've not done a little highlight on the old pores there. Very, very sweet, this. Now I'm actually really loving this now. Add a little bit of highlight to our little chocolates. Oh, this is very cute. This is really cute now. And then finally, I like to use my black glaze pens. So these glaze pens are so useful for the finishing touches. I've got a few of them, as you know. Now I did do his nose in black, in a really dark brown, but it's kind of got lost. So I'm actually going to use the glaze pen to make that black and really brighten that up. So loving that now. So let's give you a close-up view, see if I can do this properly so that you can see all of those shimmery bits on the candies as well. That sentiment is really shimmering, isn't it? Oh, that's so cool. I love it. Oh, I'm really happy now with how that turned out, because I really wasn't sure whether that was whether it was going to work for me, but now I really love how it turned out, and I love the colours as well that we chose. I think going with the kind of the reds and the browns worked so well together. It is just making me want some chocolates. So I hope you really enjoyed that, guys. Josh says, I have to order first, but I'm going to paper piece the geometric snowflake cover die. OMG, that is going to be that's going to be a real labour of love. Wow, I can't wait to see that. Josh also says, I will be snipping all the dies after you finish work in an hour and 45 minutes. Not that you're watching the clock. Alice says, that's lovely, making a card for your brother-in-law. He's the poorest. Oh no, I hope he feels better soon. Is it the dreaded COVID? super cute card. I missed the middle bit because of a meeting. Is that glitter cardstock or embossing glitter? It's actually glitter cardstock. It's absolutely beautiful. It's like Dorothy's slippers. It's so beautiful. But that would be a really good option to use embossing glitter, which I do need to do more of. Absolutely. Oh, I think I've frozen. Oh, there we're back. I assumed it was you, Jane. Bless you. Angie says she loves it. Zamara says she loves it. Julie says it's perfect. I love the pun. I love it. Right, well, I think I may possibly have frozen. I'm hoping not, and that you can still hear me, because I can still see my face, but my hands are frozen, which is weird. So I'm going to go and have some lunch now, and see whether Clyde is okay, bless him. And yeah, and then I've got to go and get some orders packed. So I shall speak to you all again tomorrow if you're around for the memory keeping live. It'd be lovely if you could join me. And we'll be back again Thursday evening as well for another live, both here and on YouTube and on Facebook. So yeah, I think that's it. Thank you so much. Yeah, and I hope you can join me tomorrow. See you soon, guys. Have a wonderful afternoon. And I hope you all get to do some crafting later too. See you soon, guys. Bye.